Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and we're going to be doing a beautiful Pisces reading for you today. The card of creativity today is wonderful. Yesterday we had, again, the yellow, okay? But the Merkaba in the middle was red to show the imbalance of feeling safe. Today, I love this because it's saying that the creativity in your past, your powerhouse has been the creative outlets that you have really nurtured to bring in your abundance. So we always talk about how the life we live is kind of giving us the blueprints of what we're going to need in our future. And that is true as well here. Okay, the blueprints that this beautiful card is bringing in, this creativity card, is that everything that, all the stuff that we've had to overcome, again, that word overcome, has also been such a great, wonderful thing to bring in solutions. Because when you get thrown a roadblock, you either run away from it or you stand there and really, I'm seeing somebody standing there and tapping their finger on their chin and or on the side of their face. You know, when you're in deep thinking mode of, what do I do with this? How do I get past this? And the there's a saying that says, necessity is the mother of all creation. And I feel that's why a lot of times when things happen to us, we go into a creative mode. We go, okay, I have a problem. I need to find a solution. That's probably how all the very best things. There's a problem that needs to be solved, and somebody's willing to stand in that problem to see a better way. So this is gorgeous, and that's what we're going to be looking at today. I love that it's so balanced in the solar plexus. They're really putting a lot of emphasis on the solar plexus chakra, which I absolutely love. What I'm actually going to do is just type in here, because I have my computer right here. Oh, it's being interesting. So let's see. Let's just type in solar plexus chakra. I just want to see what's going to come up just randomly, if anything at all. It's taking its time. It's really thinking, really thinking. Okay. Wow, I love it. It's saying, know your solar plexus chakra and how to unravel its power. Nice. Okay, so let's see. I'm just going to click on that and see if anything else comes up, because that was pretty intense, and that's what I wanted. Okay. Let's see. Let's see if there's anything. So this is your chakra of will and personal power, and taking responsibility for one's life and taking control. It has a lot to do with your mental abilities and your intellect. It's forming personal opinions and beliefs. It's making decisions and setting the direction. It's the clarity of judgments. It's your personal identity, your personality. It's your self-assurance, your confidence, your self-discipline and independence. And these are all really fiery and very strong energetic pulls. So, of course, that's perfect. It's perfect. There you go. I'm not going to read the whole thing, but thank you so much to the site, which is chakras.info, solar plexus chakra. Okay, so it's chakras info. I got that from the site in case you want to go look further. I really feel that you are going into your power. Your past has helped you pave the way to this. So experience, as I said, sometimes from yesterday's reading, can lead you down the path of feeling like you've got to run away. You have to somehow just get away from that feeling of, I don't know, I want to avoid danger. But you know what it is like to stand in the power of this beautiful solar plexus chakra. So I'm going to take another card here. Now later on today we're going to be looking at how this has brought you abundance, how your creativity, and if you notice, again, it's really beautiful and yellow, so we're really focusing on that color and that power. If you would like to see the separate reading that can be standalone, but also linked to the one today, please make sure to subscribe before you take off. Okay, oof, a splendid torch. Again, look at these colors, look at this. Whoosh. Can you feel the power in this? It's absolutely beautiful. Blaze brightly, 57, the number of assessment, the number of really tapping into your power and figuring it out. All right, so let's see, 52. Let me look at the look at this. Doesn't it have some of like the phoenix energy to you? The sun just blowing in its power and you just accepting it. Okay, that's a figure right there. That's a figure, at least that's what I see sitting right here, taking in all this beautiful energy. Gorgeous, Pisces, gorgeous, absolutely. Absolutely beautiful. Okay. So let's find us and see what beautiful message comes in. This is from the hero's journey. A splendid torch is what you have. Okay, so they have a quote here. This is a true joy in life, the being used for a purpose recognized by yourself as a mighty one. I want to be thoroughly used up when I die, for the harder I work, the more I live. I rejoice in life for its own sake. Life is no brief candle for me. It's a sort of splendid torch which I have got hold of for the moment, and I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing it on to future generations. So this George Bernard Shaw message: reflect upon your hero's journey and recognize that you're more yourself now than you've ever been. Gorgeous. There's more where that came from. After all, the end of one's journey is the beginning of the next. But before you embark upon your next adventure, take a moment to acknowledge yourself for participating in this quest and for keeping your eternal flame of purpose burning bright. At this point, you don't have to wait for others to light your fire, because the permission you need has already been granted. Know that true joy comes from being a splendid torch that lights the way for others. I know how to light myself on fire, and I burn brightly as a celebration of life. So this is saying that you've come far. You've come very far. Don't forget how much you've accomplished. And use that. Don't ever diminish yourself or run away from things. Experience life right now for what it's worth, for everything that it can bring to you. Make sure that you're in the moment every single day. Whatever that moment is, you know, whatever it brings to you, beautiful Pisces. All right, so since we're bringing in so much fire, I'm going to bring out my William deck. If you guys are new, William is a guide who was fire energy in this lifetime. I did not know him, but he comes in and gives all advice, all kinds of advice pertaining to fire, to that energy in itself, because he has a lot of knowledge and a lot of wisdom. I almost feel like it's a post that's been handed down to him. It almost feels like, you know, when I don't know if it's penance. I don't think it's penance. I think that his lifetime, the way I'm sensing it, he came down and lived it in such a not a controversial way, but a difficult way. It was like not an easy task. It's like a road of many. It's like you always have two roads, and it feels as though William always picked the one that that was the hardest on him. And the lessons were not always learned, but they were definitely unpacked and looked at. And it's almost like building a guidebook on the other side that has so much knowledge from taking the wrong road that now he is an absolute indispensable contributor to the energies on how to help further move in fire energy. So that's the way I see him, the way I feel him. I designated this deck to him a while back. It's the Field Tarot. And the reason I think is because it's being in the field, right? If you're in the field and working it, you learn a lot more. So he has definitely learned a lot. So I'm going to, I think I'm going to see if I can tap into him. Absolutely. Okay. I always feel like he's like saying humble servant, you know, here to help. How can I help? Always so willing. All right, William. Right. All right. So, Prince of Wands right away. Another fire sign, and it's written instigation. Right. In this case, though, I feel that he's saying that a lot of things in life, when you are, we instigate the things that we bring forward. In other words, we deliberately go down the wrong path to find the right one. Okay? Even when you're doing something and then you do it again, you may not even realize it, but you're doing it again and you're instigating the problem so that you can find the solution, so that you can become creatively smarter the next time around. Okay? So from yesterday's readings and right now, that's not a problem of you finding solutions to problems. The thing is to look at the problems head on and not just finding solutions to get over it or get around it, but actually to see how to get rid of it. If that makes any sense. What they're showing me, what he's showing me actually is like a circle of rocks that you don't want to climb over, so you decide to go around it. But then you have to come back, and you're back looking at this pile of rocks, and you're looking at it, and you say the solution is to go around it, but you're always going around this. It's like you're repeating the same thing. Instead of saying, well, why are these rocks here? This is like a path that's supposed to be. You're going down the path and there's rocks. There's always that same pile of rocks. Instead of picking them up, looking at them, wondering where they come from, who put them there? Was it dropped by somebody? Could they be used somewhere else and put to use instead of always constantly just going around it? It's like ignoring the problem. Yeah, that's what I feel. So this journey is, you've always found a solution. You've always been creative of going, well, I can have a path around it. But how about dealing with it? So, I don't know. It's like seeing a new way, instigating. In other words, looking at the problem, seeing how you caused it, if you caused it, and if you didn't cause it, finding out who's causing it, and then dealing with it. There's a lot of finding a different creative outlet so that you're not facing this problem every single time and making your route longer. Instead of going from point A to point B, you have to go point A, go around to point B, then go around to point C. Just, make it so that the road, see what's going on there, why that happened. Can you just simply move it out of the way once and then it's done? Okay? What is going on? So you are a great torch, as he's saying, a great torch of energy. Use that energy wisely to get answers that you need. Okay? Instigate. Go look. Figure out what's going on. The Chariot. Sometimes things seem black and white. And there's that way or this way. And yeah. So again, he's showing that path full of rocks. You either go around it, which is the one way, or you turn around and retrace your step, which is the other way. But the middle way is the one where you're fixing it, where you're leading that drive that Chariot in the direction that you want to be going, okay? It's you harnessing the resources to get you where you want to go, but also finding solutions within that to make it happen for you. So it's using your creativity in a very different way, which is great. It's just finding a different way of doing it. It's not saying that you've been doing it wrong. It's just saying, did you ever think that even though you found a solution to the problem, did you actually, is there an easier way? Or a better way that will get you on your path and moving along faster. Right. You have decisions to make. The Two of Swords. Absolutely, this card brings in a lot of delays. Look at the delays in your life and see, have you found the ultimate solution? What is it? It's a scorch of the earth solution. The one that takes care of the problem and any future problems that are going to come in. Or did you just like find a solution for now and then, you know, pick the one that brings you the most power, is what he's saying. Pick the one that's going to make you truly powerful. Because if you clear up that path, you're not only doing it for yourself, you're doing it for everybody else who is coming through that path as well. You're being of service to yourself and everybody else. You're not just solving on a small scale, you're solving on a much bigger scale. Yeah. So look at your decisions in various different ways, not in a small, limited way. Unblock in a very big way. Because these are very big energies and big cards telling you this, okay? Queen of Swords, independence, right. So, show your strength of character to Pisces by being somebody who looks at the problem head on and solves it for the group, let's say. Solves it for not just yourself, but to make life easier. What are you showing me here? Okay. Rubbing potatoes. Okay, it might have been in his time. So, okay, so let's say you have, you wanted to make fries. This is funny, but anyway, for many, many years, and people still do it now, they would cut a potato by hand and just cut and cut. And that was the solution to the problem, right? It's like, I have a knife that works well. It's good. I'm cutting it. It was very time consuming, but it worked. And generations and generations and generations did it until they had the potato cutter, the one that you put in a machine and just kind of bring down, and all the potatoes, the whole potato goes through and it becomes a fry. It becomes fries. So that helped everybody, right? Because it it saved people a lot of time that they can be doing something else. It's not that that problem needed a solution. There was already one, but it's going past the solution that you've already found into a solution that brings more time, more power, more resources. In other words, that saved a lot of people a lot of time that they can do other things, okay? So it's kind of an interesting kind of example that he's giving, but it works, right? So go above and beyond with the Queen of Swords. Be somebody who's independently and intelligent enough to look for better ways, more ways to shine brighter. Ways to shine brighter. I love using William, but our energies always have to kind of link up because his is fire and I'm water. So we sometimes have, I don't know, The communication is very different, and I'm sure you can feel it. I'm sure you can feel it. It's not that the messages are not as great. They're absolutely great. It's just a difference of energy. It's very good. It makes me work and gets me out of my comfort zone. So I will take it any day. You have the Princess of Cups, dreams. Yes. The Princess of Cups is saying, because of the water energy and the fact that you have a very imaginative mind, Pisces, this helps you greatly bring these two energies together. The energy of passion, the energy of creativity, to bring in even more. Because you can think outside the box. You can think outside of what's already there, what's already convention. And I know I'm giving a lot of examples of like furthering humanity with the way you think and solving problems, but it does all link into all the readings for the week of thinking outside the box, of instead of doing what's always been, to go to narrow the path further and see if there's something you can improve upon, that you can bring even more clarity to, that you can make even easier, okay? And you do it all by using that, your beautiful creativity, okay? In other words, you're cutting the potatoes with a knife. You go, there's got to be an easier way. There you go. You've just not created another problem, but thought, there can be something even better than a knife here. Yeah. There could be something where I just, put the potato in it, quarters them and makes them into French fries immediately. And I'm going to save a whole bunch of time. So just think of it that way. French fries. Now I'm getting hungry. Thanks a lot. Okay. 7 of disc, perseverance. Yes. We have been talking a lot about that push and pull, but there is a type of perseverance here that's work that's going to work out for you. You have all the different chakra energies working in tandem together to build something wonderful. The yellow really does stand out in this card. Of course it does. To say that that is the fire or the spark that you need to push you into that energy of creation. Okay. And it's funny because I feel like this is a 9, but it's actually a 7. But it feels like a 9. It feels like I'm working hard. I'm really assessing things. Don't get caught up too much in this energy of assessing, though, because this is a little bit like, I feel the Knight of Pentacles in some ways. You go into a research phase and you can get stuck in perfection. So be very careful about that. We do it, we all do it. We want to bring something, we have a general idea, but when we stay stuck there because we can't get it perfectly the way we want it, instead of just like, walking through the experience to see what needs to be readjusted. Sometimes we think that there's no readjusting it. It must be perfect from the moment we drop something to the world, and sometimes it does. Let's be real. If you're dealing with people's health, it's pretty important that the tests be done. That, I'm talking about medication. You don't go, oh, we'll see if it works. That's not what I'm talking about. But for just general things in life, when it's a personal experience for you, sometimes just walking in the general direction of the thing that you want to manifest is the great beginning parts of making something actually manifest. Okay. Okay. Yeah, sometimes we get caught in the old conditioning of the old time, but it works. I have a knife. The knife works great. Why would I want to do anything? But you're always learning, you're always teaching, and you're always the student, so it's time sometimes to just let things go. Release the conditioning, which makes sense to get the Hierophant on the past, because the past has such a hold on us, right? All right, so one more, and then we're going to call it a reading, because it's already running a little long, I feel. Right, change, 2 of disc. Be open to change. Be open to, again, you have the two sides, right? There's the middle here. Make sure that you're looking in the middle. You have the star underneath, reminding you that this is all about alignment. Absolutely. And again, I feel all the chakras, you know, the star usually has the 7 stars, etc., etc. This is the same thing. That's what I was feeling here. So it's to try and get yourself back into alignment by looking at things and going one step more. One step more into creativity, into that fire, into that energy. I would like to thank William. Hopefully he comes back with me in the next reading as well, because I put 2 a day. These are standalone, but if you would like to watch the other one, it's later on, or if it's already been posted, well, they're linked together. So just go on the homepage and of my channel, and you can watch. The 2 that I post every day, they're always talking about each other in energy and in advice. Thank you so much. Love, light, and blessings. I will see you later.